Previously on Drag Race Toontown. For your first maxi challenge, for the first time in Drag Race Toontown Her Story, we will be throwing a 5-alarm talent show, where all of you will be performing in front of a live audience with talents that you've prepared at home. Good luck, and don't fuck it up. As the queens unpack their drag for the first time, they split off into groups and begin to prep their outfits and props for their respective talent shows. In one group, Celebi is talking with Flannery and Reggie about how she's prepared a spectacular talent show demonstrating her moves, and she hopes that it'll wow the panel this week. Flannery is preparing to do a fire-breathing talent show, and figures that with a mini-challenge working in her favor, she's bound to get bonus points for sticking on theme. Reggie looks at the two Pokemon queens preparing their routines while decorating her helmet for her rollerblading talent, curious to see how all of their sets are going to pan out.
I'm so excited to show off fire breathing on that main stage tonight. It's so cool to see, but it can be extremely dangerous if I mess it up. If I'm not careful, I might accidentally burn the studio down. It's a risk that I'm willing to take, and I can tell that Reggie's got the same idea with her extreme sports routine. It's time that there's a new wave of cartoon drag that takes Toontown by storm, and I'm really hoping that the both of us can be the ones to make it happen.
Celebi's concept looks nice and all, but it's definitely something that I've seen before. All of the glitz and glamour that she's trying to present has been done to death in talent shows, and we can spend the rest of the competition serving fashion. This is about giving the judges something to remember in terms of performance, but it's her funeral. She's confident in what she can bring, and who am I to stop her? In another corner of the workroom, Libby, Dejanay, and Clarabelle are idly chatting about how excited they are to finally be here, with Dejanay asking Clarabelle several questions and talking her ear off. Despite this, Clarabelle takes the time to answer all of her questions, and even tells Dejanay that since both of them are competing together, they're both on the same caliber, before shooting a glance over at Tammy, whispering, "Well, most of us are on the same level," which causes Libby to stifle a laugh as they all continue prepping lip-sync numbers for the talent show.
Clarabelle's giving me a masterclass in how to put on a show, and I'm so thankful that I managed to get on the same season as her. She really is the drag mother I never had when I was starting out. I had to learn everything I know now from scratch, and as much as it helped me become who I am today, I'm not going to waste the opportunity to learn from one of the best queens there is. Tomorrow I'm bringing my notebook.
I appreciate Dejanay asking for advice and all, but if she's not confident in her own abilities, that's going to be a serious problem. We've had our talent shows prepared for months now, and she's been asking me about whether or not she should do this stunt or that on the main stage? Haven't you been working on this for too long to make any last-minute adjustments? Besides, I'm not exactly known for that sort of thing in my drag, so maybe I'm not the best person to ask about that sort of thing, sweetie.
Meanwhile, Sam and Taurus are bonding over their common aesthetic and appearance, and are pleased to have found a drag twin in the competition. Yasmin is working alongside them, and is trying to stay focused on preparing her outfit for her guitar talent performance, but is continuously getting distracted by Sam and Taurus, their conversation getting a little too loud for her liking. She decides to take some time to herself and steps away from them, going to a quiet corner of the workroom to leave the two to continue getting acquainted with each other.
I'm really trying not to be a snooty bitch while I'm here, but I need to concentrate when I'm practicing guitar. I can't focus when I have two redheads chattering mindlessly in my ear about how they've got the same hair and the same outfits. Like, girl, I'm really sorry, but Sam should not be excited that there's someone who looks the exact same as her. You two are just going to be blending in with each other more and more as the season goes on.
Taurus is such a sweetheart, and I can't understand why Yasmin seemed to be so distant with us when we were still working on our talent shows. Of course, I already know that my gymnastics number and Taurus comedy routine are going to be a major success, but Yasmin's trying to cash in on just a guitar performance? None of us even know if she's going to be singing live, or if she'll actually be playing the guitar or not. For all we know, she could just be giving us a glorified lip sync, and we'd be none the wiser. A small argument breaks out when Tammy is yelling at Orange Blossom to give her some space, and that her prep for her speed baking talent show is taking up too much room on the table. Orange Blossom backs away from Tammy and is close to crying, which Dr. Ghastly notices, chastising Tammy for almost making a poor defenseless girl cry for no good reason. Tammy gets into Ghastly's face and threatens her, saying that she doesn't have any right to tell her what to do, looking at what she has planned, and cackles, asking if her invention talent show is supposed to look like a bucket of bolts. Ghastly is offended, and she points to Tammy's cheerleading outfit she has for her talent show, and claims that she better be planning on tumbling right on out that door. Ghastly then continues to say that she isn't one to be messed with, and that Tammy needs to learn to give all of her fellow queens respect. Tammy ignores her and just slides Orange Blossom's props to the side of the table for her to lay down her outfit for the main stage.
That nerdgasm is such an annoying nuisance. Like, girl, if I wanted to watch someone bake, I'd be watching Chopped, not Drag Race. Orange Blossom clearly joined the wrong show if all she wants to do is cook and make cakes. Meanwhile, I'm going to be shaking mine and showing these girls how to shake these pom-poms with pizzazz. Maybe that Dr. Ghastly should take some notes, so that she can actually have a good shot at winning this week.
If you're going to set your sights on taking over the world, it's going to be that much harder if the world is against you. Tammy's made plenty of enemies in this workroom and it's barely even been a day. I may be pretty indifferent about Orange Blossom, but that doesn't mean that she deserves to get tossed around like a ragdoll because someone wants to be a diva and make other people's lives harder. I'll be sure to give her a lesson she won't ever forget. As the girls make their finishing touches to their talent shows, the tension from the fight between Tammy and Ghastly is still palpable in the workroom. Taurus briefly confides in Libby, saying that she really hopes that Tammy doesn't become another queen who makes the workroom hell to be in for the rest of the competition. Libby puts the finishing touches on her mainstage outfit and reassures Taurus that she's not going to take any of Tammy's bull lying down, and that if she thinks that she can just parade around acting like a delusional diva, she's got another thing coming. Confident that Libby has it under control, Taurus goes to get ready for the main stage.
Tammy's really been concerning me, and after watching the previous season, I don't want my season to have some girl like Icy making every moment in the competition a living hell. We'll be going through enough without any cattiness and fights like that, so I really hope that Libby has a good plan to get rid of her.
I really have zero idea how to deal with Tammy. I just wanted to let Taurus clear her mind by saying that I'd take care of it, but what am I supposed to do? Land in the bottom willingly? I don't think so, girl. I'd rather watch her get rid of herself, but for all I know, that could take forever. All that we can worry about is what we're doing, and just hope that she ends up crashing and burning up there. It's time to put your money where your mouth is, Miss Thing, and show us your moves.
Welcome to the main stage of Drag Race Toontown. Let's meet our judges. First, our resident panelists, my best friends, they're Monique and Ron Stoppable. And our extra special guest judge, this alien is too hot for this planet. From Pyros, it's Heat Blast. This week, our queens were thrown into the race with a fiery photo shoot, and now we're going to see who has the charisma, uniqueness, and nerve to wow us in our first ever Toontown talent show. Get ready for the hottest premiere we've ever seen. Racers, start your engines and may the best cartoon win.
Category is
Libby, Dejanay, Clarabelle, Orange Blossom, Sam, Flannery, Taurus, and Yasmin slayed the challenge.
Oh wow, everybody's talent shows were amazing. This was honestly kind of a gag. We all had a lot to prove today, and I think that just lit the fire underneath us to give a performance of a lifetime. It's going to be impossible to figure out who's in the bottom now.
Celebi, Dr. Ghastly, Tammy, and Reggie had a great performance.
Obviously I know that my showcase delivered exactly what I needed it to. I've been using that same performance in my shows for years, it's my signature number. Still, I think I should have gotten a slightly warmer reception than that. When everyone's doing amazing, it kinda makes the acts that didn't do as well look poor in comparison. Oh my god, I am not going to be the pork chop.
I took a pretty big wipeout during my performance, but I managed to recover and finish strong up there. I couldn't let the judges see my fear from messing up, but I was mortified that it would land me in the bottom. I can only hope my win in the photo shoot this week will keep me safe. I'll take it at this point. Girls, welcome back. I have to congratulate all of you for giving us the strongest premiere I have ever had the pleasure of witnessing. You've made this talent show one to remember for the ages. I've made some very tough decisions. When I call your name, please step forward. Yasmin, Sam, Clarabelle Cow, Dejanay Jones, Flannery, Reggie Rocket. Ladies, you truly showcased your talents, and you are all safe. Very good job this week, all of you can leave the stage.
Safe? Only safe? Girl, that's a choice if I've ever seen one. I played that guitar and sang live, and they basically wrote off my performance? Oh, no ma'am. I won't be fading into the background while I'm here, believe me. Jade missed out on the crown during her season by a hair, and I'm planning on taking it with ease. So if these girls are discrediting me now, they better watch out. Heads are going to roll.
This means that Tammy Larson, Celebi, Orange Blossom, Dr. Gasly, Taurus, and Libby Fulfax, you represent the tops and bottoms of the week. Orange Blossom, you had us wanting seconds with your speed baking talent show. And your photoshoot performance was just the right temperature. Congratulations, you're safe.
This was so exciting that my baking paid off. Sure, all I did was decorate some muffins I made earlier, but the important thing is that the judges all loved it. Who knew that Kim had such a soft spot for citrus? Maybe this competition won't be so hard after all.
Libby, your lip sync number was a funky slam dunk, and you gave us a photo shoot that was hotter than an inferno. Congratulations, you are the winner of this week's challenge.
I told y'all that I was going to impress, and I managed to come out the gate swinging. A lot of work went into preparing that number, and seeing it pay off means it was all worth it to me. Thanks, Mama Kim. Keep them coming.
Taurus, we loved your comedic horoscope reading, and we can see that good things are in your future in this competition. Great job, you're safe.
I'm really grateful my comedy routine managed to get some laughs out of Kim. It was a bit unorthodox, but once I managed to find my footing, everything came so naturally to me. Libby managed to give me a lot of peace of mind, too, and seeing Tammy's in the bottom is really reassuring. We might have dodged a bullet.
Dr. Gasly, your invention on the main stage was quite an impressive feat, but your photoshoot performance wasn't a patented success. I'm sorry, my dear, but you were up for elimination. Celebi, you had a great performance showcasing your otherworldly abilities, but the judges and I can tell that your nerves are holding you back in this competition. Tammy, your attitude on the main stage was hilarious during your talent show, but during the photoshoot, you may have burned your bridges. Celebi, you're safe. Please don't get into your head, we know you have what it takes. That means that Tammy Larson, I'm sorry, my dear, but you are up for elimination.
This is really embarrassing. I hope that this doesn't happen again. I have a reputation to uphold here. Seriously, if I had to lip sync for my life, I would have thrown a fit. I can't believe how intense the competition is here. I gotta step it up if I want to even stand a chance.
Two queens stand before me. Ladies, prior to tonight, you were asked to prepare a lip sync performance to Burning Up by Kylie Minogue. This is your last chance to impress me and save yourself from elimination. The time has come for you to lip sync for your life.
This is the perfect opportunity to show Tammy just what she's messing with. I may be a bit quiet in the workroom, but I come alive when I'm on stage. Rest assured, little girl, you're on borrowed time. Once that music starts, you might as well walk off that stage and save yourself the embarrassment. I don't get why I'm here in the bottom when my routine was so iconic. Probably for the drama or something. I see you, shady producers. But it doesn't matter. I can pull out some stunts against this flop. When people are going to look back on this season, they'll remember me as the hot one and her as the not one. And girl, I'm never wrong.
Good luck, and don't fuck it up. Tammy did a fake split. Tammy and Gasly had a bad lip sync. I've made my decision. Dr. Gasly, Shantae, you stay. Tammy Larson, you've got a great confidence about yourself, but remember that the first step to making it in show business is to play nice with others. We'll always be cheering you on, my queen. Now, sashay away.
Give me a P, give me an O, give me an R, give me a K. I'm too lazy to finish, who cares at this point? Bye losers. Being eliminated sucks. Being eliminated first sucks really bad. Kim and the other judges are going to be missing out on some of the best stunts, the most iconic runways, and the most intense drama this season would have ever had by getting rid of me first. But it's okay, she can be wrong. I know that I've got more talent in my scrunchie than that goggle-wearing gargoyle up there has in her big oversized head. Just remember that when this season turns out to be as boring as all get out, you'll know who to blame. Spoilers, it's not me.
My queens, congratulations on surviving the first week. You all gave it your everything, and you made it that much harder to pick who had to go home this week. If this is what all of you were able to bring in just the first week, I know that we're going to have one of the most intense competitions for the crown ever. Remember, my queens, that with the power of drag, nothing is ever impossible. Now go ahead and untuck.
This is Untucked.
The safe queens enter the gold bar, and are eager to talk about how they all thought they were going to be in the top, with the exception of Reggie, who says she's just glad she didn't have to lip sync tonight. Everyone tries to state their case for why they deserve to win, but Yasmin ends up going one step further, saying that she thought that all of the girls did well, but she deserved to be in the top over Taurus doing her horoscope reading. As Yasmin is saying that, the other queens enter the gold bar, and an awkward silence ensues. Taurus speaks up to Yasmin, saying that the talent shows were really hard to judge and that they probably had to weigh their photoshoot performances a little more heavily than before. Remembering how her photos turned out, Yasmin is visibly frustrated, and says that she thought that the judges wouldn't remember that. All of the queens laugh a bit, which upsets Yasmin slightly, but she says nothing and sits back down in her seat. As the queens continue to talk about how the first week went, Celebi is listening to the lip-sync songs on her MP3 player, determined to make sure that, should she land in the bottom, she'll be prepared for whatever the judges have in store for her that week. Flannery notices how Celebi is starting to get nervous, and asks her why she's trying to learn the lip-sync after the episode ended. Celebi tells her that she's taking no chances, and that she has to be prepared for anything. Flannery tells Celebi to calm down and come hang out with the rest of the queens, to which she reluctantly agrees, returning to the group and socializing for the evening.
Hey, squirrel friend. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.
The fire puns were a bit too much even for me, and I'm 95% puns, Kim. Not gonna lie, I'm impressed.